Good morning, Soul Stirring Sessions community. I'm so excited to be back with you again. Sean Best here, CEO for Architects for Restorative Communities. I'm just checking in with some more encouragement. I want to do something every week to encourage you to continue to live in a new, invigorating way, given our new environment that has really challenged us with feelings of loneliness, isolation, and depression. I want to make sure that you are being encouraged to have a rhythm and a routine about the way that you're living your life, that you're still adding resources to yourself. So today I'm going to talk about the idea of friendship. And I do want to hear from you and continue to interact with you as a community. I'm so grateful to receive some messages and feedback from the last message, and I'm looking forward to some more feedback and some more messages from everyone else who's in our community. And if you want to post as well and be a part of this soul stirring session, inspiring messages, please let me know. I'd love to put you on our social media and to put you on our ways of communicating with the community that we've developed and built here in Harlem. So I want to talk about friendship and three different components of friendship. I realized that during this time, I've been able to connect with a lot of old friends and people who I haven't heard from in a long time, and also strengthen my current friendships with people who I've been in touch with, but I don't see all the time because of work and different challenges with my schedule. So it's been amazing, and I've really enjoyed this time of really connecting with people. And it's funny how if you just disappear for a little while or they disappear, how much their life has changed since you've seen them. The new developed relationships or new challenges in their life, their new joys and new babies and all sorts of fun things. So it's been great. And I realized that I'm just getting a little grayer and a little older every time I reconnect with some new friends. And so I'm embracing that as well. What came out of me from these conversations I've been having with my friends is this idea of like, what really makes a friend, right? Because a lot of times when we're trying to build our companies, our businesses, or meet our goals, we don't often think of friendship as a caveat or a way to do that. We kind of tell our friends what we're doing on the side, but we don't really kind of delve into our personal business a lot. I don't, at least with my friends, too much until they ask or until I feel like there's something that's really exciting or big, right? But what I realize is that in these past couple of weeks, I've really gotten a lot of new ideas about how to approach my life because my friends have kind of given me a clear picture about myself because they know me and they know some of the challenges that I face and some of the personality quirks that I have, and have been able to really just dive into me and to help me figure out how to approach different challenges that I have in my own business and how I grow. So three different things I came away with. Number one, this idea of really asking the tough questions to your friends. Find out what's really going on. Don't be satisfied with pat answers that are just standard answers that it seems like we all give to each other when someone says, how you doing? Or, just kind of giving random generic answers that are just palatable and they make you feel good. Because I've seen in a lot of cases in the past year, particularly where someone really is struggling and they might do some self-harm or something happens in their life where all of a sudden you don't have access to them anymore, but you didn't realize that they were struggling or had something going on with them the entire time. So I think it's important to learn to ask tough questions. And I've learned to add questions into my personal mental Rolodex to talk to my friends about and my family about. Often they think they're being challenged by me when I ask them these questions, but the truth is, I think a good friend really does want to know how you're doing in a real way. So some simple questions could be something like, so how are you doing financially? Are you able to take care of yourself? Have you built the resources necessary to be able to manage in case you're in a case of emergency? Another good question I've learned to ask is like, how are you processing emotionally what's going on right now with social distancing? How are you feeling? Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling isolated? What are some of the challenges that you're facing and being distanced from others right now in your home? So asking questions like that and then wait for the answer. Actually wait for the answer, dialogue about the answer, and really give a chance for that person to process. A lot of times the healing process for us can begin when we begin to just even start talking about what our challenges are and what we're facing. That can begin to begin the process for us healing in important ways. Number two, notice the inconsistencies in the patterns and point them out with yourself and with your friends. The best friends that I have and the ones that have helped me grow the most are the ones that have told me that, last time we were talking about this, you said this. Now it seems like you believe this. What happened between then and now that changed your perspective? And when someone asks you that question, it almost like arrests you. It's jolting because you realize that, maybe I did say something completely opposite of what I said I believe now today. And when you can kind of see that pattern, then you can now connect the feelings of today with maybe what's going on in your life today. A lot of times our decisions are not just derived out of just a conscious logical choice, but they're derived out of an emotional state that we're in that can be predicated upon what's happening in our life, what's happening in our finances, what's happening in our relationships, what's happening with our jobs. There could be so many reasons why. And so it's important for us to understand the rhythms of our heart and understand that we choose differently because of the emotional states that we go through in our daily life, in our weekly life, in our yearly life. So understanding the consistencies, see them, point them out, inquire about them. And finally, I think it's important as a friend to make sure that when you're giving advice or you're giving feedback, that you're letting them know that, listen, I don't have it all figured out either. Listen, I need your help and I need your feedback as much as I'm giving you feedback. Because if I can be honest with that and say that I know that I don't have it figured out, it really does create a portal for now my friends to be more open, to be more honest, to share more. And I really do want to see, relationships grow from this community where now we have this sense that no one has it figured out. We're all learning from each other and we can share best practices together so that we can all get better together. I think the best teams, the best work teams, sports teams, any kind of teams that I can think about, family teams, are the ones that are open, vulnerable, and talk about what the challenges are openly so that they can learn to grow together. They can see where there might be some need for support and some need for mutual accountability, and then we can grow together. So please, be honest that you don't know everything. Be honest that you don't have it figured out. Be honest that you need people, you need friends, you need feedback. That's a great way for us to grow. So enjoy this day. I know we're coming up on some of the deadliest days of this coronavirus and how it's impacting us. But to get through, we need friends, and we have to be in touch with those friends and be a good friend as well. Often when you're a good friend to others, you will find friendship comes and finds you naturally. It's been a story of my entire life. So enjoy the day, enjoy the week, Soul Stirring Session community. Love, peace, blessings.